Tice Madox Solicitors is results-oriented, but with a distinctive approach tailored to our clients' needs in our specialist fields: immigration law, criminal law, employment law, commercial law, family law, and contracts law. We are well equipped in our litigation and advocacy for the benefit of our clients, corporates, and individuals. Why not visit us at 5 Oakfield House, Oakfield Road, Ilford, London, IG1 1EF. We are just 15 minutes from Liverpool Street Station. Tice Madox Solicitors. Try us. We are professional.
Hello, I am Justice Maduforo, your preferred solicitor. This is Tice Madox Solicitors. This program will present to kickstart your consciousness to law. It is not a legal advice. Therefore, you must not act on whatever you hear me speak on this program or my discussants on this program. Over the years, this program has been going on. I brought you diverse topics, as you know. I discuss criminal law, employment law, immigration law, family law, contracts law, business law. I've discussed all this on this program. You can watch us on the YouTube. Now that takes us to our social media handles. You take us to go view our programs on YouTube. Just type in Tice Madox Solicitors on the YouTube. And also you can follow us on Twitter at Tice_Madox. And also you can also follow us on Instagram, Tice Madox on Instagram. And then Facebook is Tice Madox Solicitors. So you have all this platform to catch up what we've discussed in the past and kickstart your consciousness to law. Today, obviously a very sunny, beautiful day today, I am also discussing today immigration law. And part of my discussion today in immigration law will overlap into contract law. It will overlap into employment law. It will overlap into criminal law. It will overlap into civil litigations generally. So it is important. So this topic I'm discussing today will funnel into all these areas of law. But I just wanted to kickstart it and stop it at immigration law today. The reason being that the topic I will discuss today will much more better suit you or suit anybody you know that's going through immigration issue. But listen, this topic will cut across every other areas: criminal, immigration, employment, contract, civil litigation. So therefore, that takes me to the topic I'm going to be discussing with you today. What is called permission to appeal. Permission to appeal. Permission to appeal. Now, let me create this scenario. Some of you who have already been challenged, who has gone through legal processes and procedures before, you may well be conversant with what I'm about to discuss. Or you will be conversant with the topic and also conversant with permission to appeal. Even if you are not, or you are aware, but you don't know how to go around it, the purpose of this discussion today is to kickstart your consciousness for you to know exactly what you need to do. Now, your circumstance will be different from other circumstances of the party A or party B. But however it is, one thing stands sure: the permission to appeal will be as a result of, number one, if you are within the right to appeal. Number two, if you're out of time. So I'm going to concentrate my discussion here as within the right to appeal and outside the right to appeal, which means that you have gone past the time to appeal. But however, the other arm of it is that you are within the right to appeal. Now, in immigration circumstances, some of you will make an application to the Home Office, and Home Office will decide your application and make a decision. And when Home Office makes a decision, the decision is, number one, is either to grant you, which obviously that ends every other story, and then you are happy, and your family is happy, your neighbors are happy, your friends are happy, and we, Tice Madox Solicitors, are happy for you because that's what we want to do for you. That's number one. However, in the circumstance that the application fails or is refused by the Home Office, that is not the end of it. In fact, that is the beginning of your success story. Because your success story will come from the input you have put so far, getting to the point. So it's crucial. Permission to appeal. Now, in the instance now, the permission goes to when you have the right of appeal. So your right of appeal naturally comes when the Home Office refuses your application. Now, this is within the immigration purview. The application has been refused. The Home Office gives you the right to appeal. So you have it as of right. So you focus and move to the first tier tribunal to lodge your appeal. Then the story starts. Now, the permission will come in as to regards this discussion today. In the event you've gone to the first tier tribunal, immigration tribunal, and your appeal fails, remember again, that is the beginning of your success story. It's not the end of your story. So see it as the beginning of your success story. And especially if you are being led throughout your process by those and by that firm, by the solicitors who understands the ingredients to succeed in your application, who understands that Home Office has misapplied themselves, who understand the Home Office has not assessed your case properly, who understand the Home Office has applied the wrong law, who understand the Home Office has eliminated the most important thing in the application. When we understand that, what we do is that we just take you through these errors and advise you on the way going forward. Now, the first tribunal refuses your appeal. Let's say, for instance, now remember that the first stage is your application with Home Office. It fails. You have right of appeal. Some of you who have done that, you're aware of it. Again, it's not about going to the first tribunal. Some of you make this really big mistakes. You head to the tribunal yourselves. You're going to face the judge. Sometimes your cases are pretty straightforward. Sometimes your case needs a little bit of a technical and legal balancing of the issue. Remember, it is the discretion of the judge applying the law. Sometimes the situations whereby his hands are tied because the law is straightforward on that. There are certain circumstances the judge needs a little bit of persuasion, a little bit of a little bit of a convincing to make, and then he moves towards you by exercising discretion properly. That is why when you go to the immigration first tier tribunal, don't go alone. Because some of you go, you have no preparation you made at all, you're only going to run your stories. You perhaps have the right to do so. The question now is that, do you want to do it all over again? Now, the topic today is permission to appeal. Now, at the first time at the first tier tribunal, which kickstarts automatically with your right of appeal from the Home Office decision, you derive that right immediately. And then the Home Office have now gone to contest your appeal. And the judge has made the decision refusing and dismissing your appeal. Now, what is the next step? The next step, therefore, is for you to seek permission. That is where this topic lies. For you to seek permission. Remember, I said permission can be sought on two bases. One, the permission to seek permission within time, which means that you have within 28 days or 21 days or within 14 days thereabout to lodge whatever appeal you want to lodge. But you have the right within the time to lodge that permission. That's the first arm of the permission to appeal. Second arm of it is where you are out of time, which means now that you have gone past the time to lodge your permission to appeal. Remember, permission to appeal is to seek permission. It is not appeal. You are seeking permission within which to appeal. So which means you need a lot of legal argument to convince the single judge who is looking through your permission, grants of permission, who is looking through your submissions and seeing that, oh, I see reason here. I need to grant permission here. There's some error of law. Remember then, at that point in time, the reason for your permission is not simply because you are no longer contesting what the Home Office did. You're not contesting the judge's error of law. Some of you make mistake about that. When you are contesting permission, your grounds will no longer be that of what Home Office said or what Home Office did in terms of their decisions. Your grounds will not be on the error of law on the part of the judge. And to do so is not a story. Some of you argue, your argument is no more or less than, just arguing what the other party said or what the judge said. You are not drawing the little nitty-gritty or the little lines, the fine lines that needed to come up for the judge to say, this is arguable case, is an arguable submission. That's what Tice Madox Solicitors will do for you when we sit down to analyze your case. Now, remember, and I said this because this topic is coming on the heels on the basis that so many of you have gone through these appeals, failed, have gone through permission on the first tribunal, failed, and some of you have left it. And then after many years come by, you now decide to say, you know what, my immigration status has not changed. I need to go see a lawyer. Of course, that's what you needed to do from the beginning. But fair enough, whenever you recognize the fact you need to meet a solicitor or come to Tice Madox Solicitors, that's good. But the problem now is that you may have had a lot of good case going on, but because of your lack of legal following, lack of legal leadership, legal guidance, legal advice, you have just decided to let your good case to just slip away. Let your legal submissions, which would have been better off, revive your case, bring it back to the position you want it to be, and say through for a grant. You have completely slept over that. But when you wake up now and decide to seek legal advice, you decide to come to Tice Madox Solicitors, or somebody have referred you to Tice Madox Solicitors, and when you come to us and sit in front of me to discuss your case, you will see that I have flashed up points that you missed. Those points you missed are crucial. They are crucial. And those legal arguments need to go in. Now, the issue here is that time has gone. You have really spent the whole time out, and so you're out of time. The question is that, what do you do? Now, that's the more complex aspect of your case. And that's where Tice Madox Solicitors come in. That's where I come in, your preferred solicitor. The best solicitor in the United Kingdom when it comes to immigration matters, when it comes to legal matters, employment, criminal matters, contract matters. You can count on Justice Maduforo. You can count on Tice Madox Solicitors to guide you. But you must be a good follower too. You must be a good listener too. You must be a good person that gives proper instruction to. Because no matter how I reel out the points to you, I flood out the points that are good, sounds good, seems good. But you are not taking steps to instruct, you're not taking steps to assimilate, you're not taking steps to understand exactly the fine lines that I've drawn out for you, I've projected out for you, I've zoomed up for you to see that this is the catch. Then obviously you only cannot help yourself, because you'll be the one to help yourself to proceed and to take your matter further. Now, pausing there, to come back to what I was saying, in the sense that when this application is made to the Home Office, it refused, appealed, failed, first year permission failed, then you don't know how to go to upper tribunal to seek permission. Even in certain circumstances, you've gone to upper tribunal to seek permission, to appeal. The upper tribunal has failed, and then has made a decision. Your case is an excluded decision. Now, what do? Some of you just give up. Some of you give up. Remember that from the first tribunal to upper tribunal, you have the right to go to court of appeal. Now, before you do so, you must make sure you've galvanized your case. You can't go to a court of appeal just arguing and blabbing. You can't go to upper tribunal simply disagreeing with what the judge said. Disagreement is out of the question. What is in question is grounds of the law. Grounds of the law. Convincing grounds, not just grounds of the law, not just by citing case laws. Some of you self-taught or self-teach yourself to know the law, and you misapply it the wrong way. And when you do that, obviously, that is the wrong way. The judge is not going to see any reason. So when you come to people to understand, this is our trade. I sleep, I work, I eat, I drink the law, ladies and gentlemen. Tice Madox Solicitors do nothing but the law for you. That's what you need to do, ladies and gentlemen. When you take that decision, you're taking the very position in your life. Remember, I started this topic by telling you that your success story will start when you take the step. When it is refused, it's not your success story. Your success story starts when you continue to push your case further. That is your success story, because by the time you begin to tell your stories, how from the Home Office application to the first tribunal, to upper tribunal, to the Court of Appeal, you are going to be much more confident that not only have you hard-fought won your victory, you'll be satisfied that you have taken the course. And as a result of principles, and a result on the basis and the grounds of principle, on the grounds of your right in terms and enshrined into the law, you've driven it and you put forward your argument. Success is waiting for you. But don't back away simply because first application failed, second application failed, first appeal failed, second appeal failed. Don't lose hope. Don't give up on those things, because the legal matters are there for you to argue from one step to the other. You may want to be concerned about, for instance, fees and legal fees or thereabout, but I can tell you clearly, when you are focused on success, ladies and gentlemen, you are running on success. And success is guaranteed for the person who seeks it, who wants it, who are desirous to succeed. I have not seen any person who is desirous to succeed and fails. No, no one. No one desires to succeed in this life fails. You may say to me, hang on, Justice, that's not correct. Hang on, I would not want to believe that, because success pays with hard work. Not only hard work, when you are consistently imputing the right step, taking the right steps. If you're not taking the right step, you cannot succeed, no matter how hard you work. But Tice Madox Solicitors is here to guide you in that civil litigation matter you're going through, a family matter you're going through, in family proceedings, in that employment tribunal matters you're going through, in that civil litigation in county court, in the High Court of Justice. We're there to guide you through, presenting the issues to you step by step, bringing out the points of issue, points of dispute, points of agreement. Because when there are litigations, either parties always come to agree on certain areas and disagree on certain areas. Those areas that are disputed are the areas of discussion. These are the areas we'll be dealt with. These are areas we will propound. These are areas we will finalize. These are areas we will fine-tune. These are areas we will project. These are areas we will put the case laws. These are areas we will make it clear and convincing before the judge. These are areas we will make it clear for you to know which steps we are taking along the line. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful sunny day today, and I'm so excited to talk about this with you. Why? Because you need to know the light. When you see the light, you follow the light, you're out of the tunnel. This program showcases you to say you can see the light in those matters, legal matters you're going through. Even if you're not going through that, you're contemplating that, you know clearly somebody has disputed you, you clearly somebody has trampled upon your right, you know clearly that you have slumbered in your rights. Ladies and gentlemen, Tice Madox Solicitors is here to guide you. So in the nutshell, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to appeals, permission to appeal, ladies and gentlemen, even if you're out of time, some of you watching this program now, your home office have refused your application, first check tribunal refused your dismiss your appeal, your permission has been dismissed, you're out of time. And clearly some of you have appealed 2 years past, 3 years past, or 1 month past, 3 months past, you're completely out of time. Pause there, don't give up. Find your way to Tice Madox Solicitors because you can apply for an extension of time within which to appeal. Does it sound good? You can apply for extension of time within which to appeal. What is extension of time? The question is about the procedures. The first tribunal procedure rules have provided the grounds of which extension could be granted. So you are sitting and say, oh, my case has been dismissed. It's been 6 months past now. I can't do it. No, pause there. Your case could be revived, depending on the circumstances of which you have failed not to appeal on time. Those circumstances are where Tice Madox Solicitors will guide you, will bring out from you. Some of these things, you know you have them, but because you don't know how to bring them up and bring it to what the requirement of the law is, that is why we are there. That's why Tice Madox Solicitors are there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are there to make sure that you get the right result. Make no mistake about that. Your interest is the fundamental principle that guides Tice Madox Solicitors, that guide me, Justice Maduforo, your preferred solicitor, to make sure that you succeed. The smile on your face is a smile on us. See that? When we guide you, we're guiding you strongly. When I consult with you, and I can see that if I take time to talk to you, and in a certain way, you may not understand me. But because I want you to understand me, understand your case, especially your case, I may go about it another way, all in the movement to ensure that you understand your case. Because pretty well, if you understand your case well, finances will not be an issue to you. Because it's well tabled to you on the roadmap to success, on the roadmap to victory. The roadmap will be stated clearly. So you are looking at the roadmap. You are thinking about the roadmap. It's making sense to you. Because sometimes, most clients come to me when the application has failed somewhere and they come to Tice Madox Solicitor having watched the program, or you, the good one watching this program, has referred your friend to say, hang on, where are you? Come to this firm and watch on the screen. I think that they are presenting the better alternative. When they come to us and we sit down to look at their cases, sometimes I get amazed. I said that. I'm amazed because sometimes I ask them what happened here. They have no clue. They keep referring to their solicitors. But I'm asking them, this is your case. What happened here? What instruction did you give? What actually did the solicitor or your representative tell you they're going to do for you? Honestly, your guess as good as mine. They don't know. That doesn't happen in Tice Madox Solicitors. When you come to us, you must understand your case. When you come to us, you must understand what we're doing for you. When you come to us, you must give instruction in your case. When you come to us, you will follow through your case, ladies and gentlemen, and success is guaranteed. because we are carrying you along, which is why I said, if I speak to you and consult with you in a certain way you're not understanding, I take the alternative to make sure by the time you leave the office or by the time you drop the telephone in consultation, you'll be able to say, that's what I want to do. That's where I'm missing. That's the point I wasn't guided on. And some of you do that a lot. When you come to the firm, I'm from clerking you alone, consulting with you, I can see you didn't even know what your case is all about. Don't do this to yourself. Don't do that. Don't do that. Certainly, Tice Madox Solicitors would not be satisfied if you don't understand your case. I will not be satisfied if you don't understand your case. You will make sure you understand your case. And the reason why I said that is that because when you're out of time in your permission to appeal, now, remember, pause there. Remember I said to you that this topic is not only in immigration matter, it's in employment matter, it's in civil litigation matter. A judge must have made a decision in the county court against you, either for cost or either for judgment in your matter, and you've just gone home and you're out of time. And you go back, for instance, having watched this program, you come to Tice Madox Solicitors and we guide you through to say, listen, this is a case, this is the missing point. When we throw this up, your case is as good as it succeeds. And then you say, what can I do? Then that is where we can seek extension of time within which to appeal. Or we can seek for leave to appeal because we are out of time in certain circumstances in the county court or in civil litigations. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about permission to appeal. And I'm funneling down more on immigration, because so many cases that you've come to us have found out that some of you allow the time to permit to submit to permission gone by, slip by, and it's gone. Or some of you are on the verge of decision received and you want to appeal. What you need to do is pause there. Come to Tice Madox Solicitors. The details are on the screen. You can't say I don't know. The address is there. We are central. You can meet us anywhere. We are close to the tube station, so you can't miss us. The buses run to us. All our social medias can get it all. Telephones are all displayed. So you can say you don't know. I'm speaking with passion because when I run with your case, I run with passion. And the passion you see me display is the passion every member of staff will display in your case. We will treat your case specially for you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so glad discussing permission to appeal in immigration matter today. And remember, this cut across other matters. It cut across other matters too. It takes over to civil. It takes us to immigration. It takes us to employment. It takes us to family. It takes us to contracts in civil litigations. So you don't say it's only based on immigration. It also cut across these areas. If you're out of time, ladies and gentlemen, when you're out of time, a lot of things happen. In the normal sense, you blame yourself all day through. You blame yourself that you haven't acted well. You continue to make reference to the fact that you failed. But when you take a step, you will see clearly that you've done the right thing for yourself. And the right thing you did for yourself is that you come to Tice Madox Solicitors. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful day today. And I'm excited. And I know you're excited as well. Because the sun brings happiness and sunshine and excitement. And so when you come to Tice Madox Solicitors, excitement that you feel when you walk out from our office is excitement and the smell and the breath of success and victory. I'm assuring you that it is not to talk you into it, but is to talk you into the real thing. And the real thing is Tice Madox Solicitors are always there for you. We're always there for you. Complex matters in criminal matters are all speaks volume for us. In immigration matters, the complex matters, asylum matters, speaks volume for us. Remember that it is not a good thing for you to stay in the United Kingdom without regularizing your stay. You're not doing yourself any good. You're also not following the biblical principles as well, if you're a Christian. You also, if you're Muslim, you're not following the leadership and the truth of the teachings, because which means that there's a law of the land. Abide by it. Come close to it. The law, even if it despises you and refuses you, one day will welcome you. But you must keep pushing. That's why we are there for you, to help you keep pushing. Keep approaching the law. Keep approaching the authorities. Keep approaching the states. And keep approaching the courts for you, on your behalf, only for you. And success is guaranteed. And you'll be amazed how you succeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, I remain your usual regular host, Justice Maduforo, from this platform, this program. You know you can always watch this program again on YouTube. Go to YouTube and watch all the programs we have put on there. When you trust us, you will trust that success is guaranteed. And that's the purpose. Trust us and we'll handle your case professionally well. Till next time I come your way, I remain Justice Maduforo, your preferred solicitor on Tice Madox Solicitors. God bless you.
Tice Madox Solicitors is results-oriented, but with a distinctive approach tailored to our clients' needs in our specialist fields: immigration law, criminal law, employment law, commercial law, family law, and contracts law. We are well equipped in our litigation and advocacy for the benefit of our clients, corporates, and individuals. Why not visit us at 5 Oakfield House, Oakfield Road, Ilford, London, IG1 1EF. We are just 15 minutes from Liverpool Street Station. Tice Madox Solicitors. Try us. We are professional,